Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another mastermind session of Think and Grow Rich. And in this lesson, we're going to go over number 4, which is specialized knowledge. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and start through number 1. If you guys haven't been with us through the series, start on lesson number 1 and work your way up. And we'll be right here. So lesson 4, let's jump right into it. So specialized knowledge, personal experiences or observations, the 4th step towards riches. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to read a small passage in the book like I always like to start. Knowledge will not attract money unless it is organized and intelligently directed through practical plans of action to the definite end of accumulation of money. Lack of understanding this fact has been the source of confusion to millions of people who falsely believe that knowledge is power. It is nothing of the sort. Knowledge is only potential power. It becomes power only when and if it is organized into definite plans of action and directed to a definite end. This missing link in all systems of education known to civilization today may be found in failure of educational institutions to teach their students how to organize and use knowledge after they have acquired it. So there you go. So knowledge means nothing unless you acquire it. It basically means nothing to study all these books, to learn all these courses. I went to this and this and this seminar. Okay, but are you applying what you learned? It does not matter how many books you have read. It doesn't impress me when I hear people say, I've read all these thousands of books. Look at my library. Okay, but have you applied it? Are you applying it? That's what really matters. So specialized knowledge, there are 2 types of knowledge. You have your general and your specialized knowledge. Knowledge in itself is not power. It is only potential power. Only if and when it becomes organized into definite plans of action and directed to a definite end will it become power. Surround yourself with people of which you want to become and use their knowledge as if it was your own. Every successful person in the upper levels of success wants to use other people's knowledge, influence, and education under the mastermind principle. The accumulations of great fortunes call for power, and power is acquired through highly organized and intelligently directed specialized knowledge. So what are the key takeaways here? There are 2 types of knowledge, like we mentioned. So you have your general knowledge. Your general knowledge is something that you will learn in school, typically elementary school or middle school or high school, whatever. And it's also what we learned from our parents, what we learned from our friends, what we learn. Kind of like common sense, kind of like the daily knowledge that we ought to know, or kind of like what we learn in school. That's general knowledge, the things that people generally know. And then you have your specialized knowledge. The specialized knowledge is, let's say you're in a mentorship program, or let's say you took a special educational course, or let's say you have someone that's personally mentoring you in the specific area that you're in, or you form a group of mastermind. You mastermind with a group of people on the same topic, or you do one-on-one coaching, kind of like what I do. So specialized knowledge is something that you acquire, something that you can't learn from mom and dad, something that you can't learn in school, something that is only taught through that specialized person who specializes in the area that you want. If you're in a network marketing company, look at a top leader that you really, really admire, reach out to them, Make sure to always apply what you study and learn through books, courses, mentors, etc. Knowledge is not power. All that knowledge means absolutely nothing unless you apply it. Look at someone who has the results you want in your respective field and stick to them. Learn from them. Ask questions. Use their knowledge as if it were your own. Shadow them very closely and watch what they do and how they do it. Notice I capitalize there, how they do it. If you've read the book, what's the book? The Science of Getting Rich. Wallace D. Waddle said that, I believe he said, you don't get rich in doing certain things. You get rich in doing things in a certain way. So really digest that one for a little bit. If you don't have a mentor, let's say you're just, I don't know, let's say you're in any field, and let's say you don't have a mentor, you don't have someone you look up to, you don't have someone that can take you under their wing and you can learn from. So that used to be me. A couple years back, I didn't have that. So what I did is I went on YouTube. And I saw a lot of Bob Proctor videos. You guys know I work for Bob Proctor. So I saw a lot of Bob Proctor videos and I said, you know what? This guy is going to be my mentor. This is the guy that I want to personally mentor me. And did that mean that I knew him at the time? Absolutely not. I was just a 19-year-old kid. At the time, I was just a 19-year-old kid in my room watching his videos every day, and I didn't know him. But what I did is I made a decision that I was going to learn everything this guy had for free on YouTube. So I probably watched all of his videos on YouTube, all of the hundreds of thousands of videos that he had on YouTube. I probably seen them. And then after that, I started to buy his content, started to be on the webinars. I started to buy his books, started to buy his courses, everything. You have to apply it though. All this means absolutely nothing until you apply it. So my best recommendation, number one, pick a person in your field. Like I said, you can be in sales and network marketing. You can be in real estate. You can be an athlete, whatever it may be. Pick one person. Ask them to take you under their wing. Pick their brain on how they got to this position in life. Use their knowledge as if it were your own. So pick one person. I remember back back 10 years ago when I was 18 years old, I used to do this. I used to be in a network marketing company, and I used to ask the top distributors, "Hey, how did you do this? Like, just tell me, And they would take me under their wing. We would go to lunch every now and then, and they would teach me and they would show me exactly what they did. Did I apply it at the time? Absolutely not. But then again, I was only 18 years old. I didn't know what I didn't know. So, but the point here is, use their knowledge as if it were your own. Next, apply what you learn. It's very, very important. I love how Earl Nightingale put it. He says, ideas are useless unless we act on them. Think about that. Ideas are useless unless we act on them. What do you want to be? Do you want to be a master at what you do through application of specialized knowledge? Or do you just want to be impressive and tell people, hey, I read 5 books last week. Oh yeah? So where's the results? Are you applying it? Are you applying what you learned? That's very important. So with that being said, guys, I really, really appreciate this. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I can go ahead and go in depth a little bit more. But if you guys have any questions, you know where to find me. Find me on Facebook. I'll leave the information down in the description box as well. And with that being said, guys, I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next week.